This edition of the Wrestle-Cast is dedicated to the memory of Pat Patterson. This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
This isn't about the dead, it's about the living. It's about my mother. It's about my sister. It's about my wife. It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to ungoddamn deniable.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
I'll always light the way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Technical glitches aside, I don't care. My name is Matty J. Welcome to the Wrestle-Cast. I fucked up. All the botches. The botches are everywhere. The hype is everywhere. God damn it. Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Matty J. This whole goddamn thing. My God. My God. This week has been so hype, I'm fucking up everything on this show. Welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on Podomatic.com, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else you may find this fine dining recording and live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both in the independent scene and the mainstream. My name's Matty J, that is TWK. I can't talk tonight.
Justice, will break it all, break the world.
And joining us, ladies and gentlemen, as always, Shintigercurl.
I had a skit planned for this week with Darby Allin, but I scrapped it. So I'm just going to repeat word for word what I said this Wednesday on Dynamite. And it goes verbatim.
Yeah.
End quote.
Yeah. That makes absolute fucking sense.
It felt like the 90s all over again.
I'm not gonna lie, folks. I couldn't speak. I could only type. That's how much hype. I can't talk, boys. I just... Mind blown. Just, this whole damn... Wednesday, pretty much, the internet blew up. And if you don't know... boy, let me tell you what the fuck happened on Wednesday. NXT, they did their whole thing, and Pat McAfee showed up, and he tried to do a promo, and of course it was garbage. No, of course AEW happened. My God. And, well, T-Dub, you and I, Shin said it best, that, and, for the rest of us, Jesus. So here's what's going on this evening on this particular program. Of course, AEW. We have AEW Dynamite, that big fucking pay-per-view like situation, and the aftermath therein will be discussed. Of course, we have a preview of Takeover. William Regal's favorite phrase. What is William Regal's favorite phrase? War Games. Love saying that. He loves saying that. War Games, Takeover. That's coming up. Winners and losers. I don't know if we're gonna fit a Q&A in this because holy shit, but we will discuss things with you and all that good stuff. But until then, we got a show to do, and we begin, gentlemen. Shall we begin? By the way, gentlemen, I think we should.
Do it!
We begin with, well, if you have not watched Dynamite this week, I feel sorry for you. I really do. Because you missed...
I have a new coworker says he's never watched anything outside of WWE when I asked him. And he said his main reason is because he doesn't have cable.
Wow.
Rectify that.
Find a way to rectify that, yeah. Anyway. Let's not judge those who do not wish to afford cable. I mean, it is a bitch to have, to be fair. But if you missed it, well, Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley happened. It was a match. It was fun. And Don Cyrus the Virus Callis, that happened. He did a thing. Kenny cheated and won. He's the new champion, all that stuff. And, well, this speaks for itself. Take a listen.
Unbelievable. Can we get another look at what just went down? That's what I want to know.
He hit him in the head with the microphone.
Well,
the gentleman.
But I think it's a setup, Tony.
Okay.
This is a bigger story. I think Callis has set this damn thing up. We're taking advantage of Tony Khan's hospitality. And there's Tony.
Tony is barking at Callis and Omega.
Don Callis has led a screw job here on Jon Moxley that has allowed Kenny Omega to become the AEW World Champion.
Is that the only way Kenny Omega can beat Jon Moxley? Bullshit. Absolute.
They're running like scalded dogs here.
Where are they
They're
going?
not hanging around for a celebration or a press conference.
Fleeing from the scene of the crime is what they're doing.
Callis,
God.
what a no-good bastard.
Kenny, Doc,
Kenny Omega's
Kenny,
right there with him.
Okay, guys. Sir, what did you just do? What's going on? What the hell's going on here?
Find out this Tuesday night.
Tuesday? Dynamite's on Wednesday.
This Tuesday, Impact Wrestling on Access TV. Me and Kenny will tell you all about it, Martin.
What the hell? We've just been jobbed.
This is the line of confusion. And it turned into widespread excitement in most fantasy bookers at full chub by the end of the night. So yeah, you would think in a night where, you know, Sting fucking shows up out of nowhere, you would think Sting would be clip of the week. Nope. That's next week. He's going to cut a promo next week. But no. Kenny Omega, new AEW World's Heavyweight Champion of the World. Don Callis is in there. And, boys, we're bringing back Rift Zone proper next week. There's no choice now.
It must happen. It must.
Yes, that's right. This Tuesday, we're bringing back the Rift Zone because we need to. We must find out what happens on AEW Dark.
That too. I mean, that should be something that happens. But no, we are going to live Rift Impact again. I mean,
we
should.
No, before we
go ahead.
Before we get to this, there's one big question that I think it needs to be answered before anything else is said. Where the hell did Alex Marvez come from, and what the fuck was he doing?
Taking a smoke, looking at the monitor, and he's like, "Get the mic, get the mic, get the mic! Don't you burn the camera! Give me the mic!"
I don't know.
Ah,
I don't know.
Are you saying
holy
that
shit!
just the fact that he was hanging out in the parking lot was suspicious?
I don't know. He may have been behind the truck playing some pocket hockey. You don't know.
You
Alex
know,
Marvez might
you know.
What are you insinuating, Mr. Tiger Curl?
To quote Tracy Morgan, I think that Alex Marvez is a weedy, beady, bing, bong freak.
Okay, then. And
So,
JC
yeah,
wants to know-
JC, there are a couple of things that have been brought up. JC at the very bottom. So, for those of us who lack access, is it on Twitch simultaneously or delayed? Twitch? Impact does have a Twitch channel, and it does advertise Impact, a live Impact on Tuesday at between 8 and 10. So as I was saying before, the internet so rudely interrupted this flow of conversation of us marking the fuck out, fuck you, internet. Yeah, Twitch. And by the way, Guts, fuck you. That's not a botch on my end this time. It's an internet botch. That's not a botch. That's an internet fuck up. Anyway.
Don't get angry at Guts, Matty.
I'm getting angry because, God damn it, I have to edit this shit again. And I hate edit this shit again.
I know, but you don't need to get angry at your audience. They didn't do anything wrong.
I'm going to get angry at you if you're not careful. Anyway.
Once again, spring anger to people who don't deserve it.
Dave! You want to try again?
Yeah, because you're just... Calm down, Matty. Calm down.
Matty, if you want to get mad at someone, get mad at Vince. No reason, just get mad.
Nico.
Hi, Renico. Anyway, as I was saying, Twitch is on. They do Impact is on Twitch between 8 and 10, so they are airing stuff. I mean, outside of we at RVT Entertainment do not condone the act of pirating unless you really have to.
Although it's not pirating because it's on their official Twitch channel.
Well, if it don't work on Twitch, something's very fucking wrong. But either way, so yeah, Don Callis. The way what I've read and heard of is what's going to be, it's just going to be a standard episode of Impact, but they're going to tape an extra segment with Kenny and Don explaining what the fuck happened.
Which they could have already taped already for all we know because there's no fans in the arena. It's all empty. Which means they can film it anytime they want.
All they gotta do is make sure the graphics are in continuity and the ring's good and they're solid there if they wish to do so. Or it could be a sit-down interview kind of a situation, which isn't at all possible.
Which, for all we know, they could have filmed 10 minutes after Dynamite.
Possible.
It is possible.
That's the power of editing. You never know when things are filmed and edited and put together. It's movie magic, ladies and gentlemen.
Either way, it's going to be a very interesting night on Tuesday.
Yeah, Impact is going to see a big spike on this.
They're going to see a number. Let's not kid each other. They're going to see an actual fucking number.
Yeah, instead of getting the usual... From what I heard, the average viewership on Impact these days is around 175,000 viewers.
If that at all. So that's going to go way up. Hopefully.
Everybody on Impact is excited, including Canadian Lanny Pator.
Most about this seems to be Jordan Grace.
Ethan Page just marked out, like, hey! And of course, FTR went, the North.
I just have to ask, is AEW ready for the Karate Man?
More torture! Not more torture, asshole!
No, the bigger question is AEW ready for Handsome Ref?
Ooh.
The thing is, he oftentimes gets distracted by his own handsomeness, so he just keeps on missing illegal moves by the heels.
Yeah, but then again, that's better than just idiocy, at least. You know, the question is AEW, is professional wrestling ready for the triple threat match that is Abaddon, Rosemary, and Su Yung?
I don't know whether to be absolutely terrified or incredibly aroused.
The answer is yes.
Yeah. It's a very good question, and T-Dub already answered it for you.
So, it's going over the news that I have laid out today. Of course, we start off this week with the unfortunate death of Pat Patterson.
Yep.
Question was brought up earlier. If Pat, people they knew who Pat Patterson is credited as the creator of the Royal Rumble match concept, the delayed entry battle royal, but was he a participant? I don't know.
And it's weird, like, the Royal Rumble has become such a staple of not only WWE, but so many wrestling companies around the world that have adapted it into their own unique way. And I think it all started from that one mind. And a little side note, it almost never happened because in like the first one or two instances of it, Vince McMahon hated it.
Of course he does.
Of course. He's allergic
Yeah,
to good ideas, for God's sakes.
Yeah, so it's just a miracle that it got off the ground, and now it's this huge thing. And for a lot of people, it is the one pay-per-view they watch every year because of the spectacle of it, because you never know what's going to happen with the Rumble. It is like this unique thing where anything could literally happen, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's unwatchable, sometimes it's the greatest of times, sometimes it's the blurst of times.
Stupid monkey.
Thank you, Matty. So yeah, along with that, he seems to have helped a lot of people with producing their matches. So you've seen all the tweets this week. Everyone's seen it all. You all know all his contributions, and it's just a sad loss.
And he also holds the distinction of being the oldest title holder in WWE history.
Oh yeah, are you talking about the hardcore or 24/7 title?
7 title. He was 78 when he.
Yep, and he died this year at 79. Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Moving on over to Dynamite. We start off with the Battle Royal, and one of the main stories coming out of it is Hangman Page falling deeper and deeper into the Dark Order.
They are slow burning this tease, but damn, it's story progression because in one side he was saved by the Dark Order, but he was thrown out where he wasn't safe. What does Hangman do?
Yep, and as we saw on Being the Elite, he is teetering ever closer to being a part of the Dark Order because he misses that kind of camaraderie, and he just doesn't have that anymore.
By the way, on the topic of Dark Order, Tony Khan says that Brody Lee's absence is quote-unquote a state secret that no one's talking about.
Is he hurt?
He's not addressed it at all. He just says that it's a state secret and no one's talking about it, so he'll return when he's ready, I suppose. And
essentially, from what I've read, it essentially in non-kayfabe, it is rumored that it is a knee injury. But at this point, when he will come back, and people will be scared. And personally, I'm okay with that.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
And someone who should definitely be afraid is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, as he'll be going one-on-one with Orange Cassidy next week for the Dynamite Diamond Ring, which is apparently worth over $2 billion.
Pinky finger.
It's good.
Yeah,
No,
Guts
if-
brings up
if-
he was hurt in October, but they at this point they're keeping us. He'll be back when he's ready.
Knowing God, he would probably, if he wins that ring, he'll probably keep it on a string and just drag it around everywhere with him.
Just to fuck with MJF, or no, he's still got a feud with Kip Sabian because God decided to shit on good things. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I love that Miro's in AEW. He's obviously he looks like he's having a fun time, but the whole Kip Sabian thing, it's not working out. It's not.
It's a lot better than him getting his ass kicked by Lashley every week.
Look, I'm not going to
True, I
disagree,
mean-
but at the same time, he's a singles guy.
And he showed that off in the Battle Royal when he started beast moding on everybody.
I'm sure that, when the time comes, he'll get his singles push, but right now they kind of want to put him in a tag team, and I think that in the end, everything will work out. AEW seems to be a company that has long-term plans.
When Bryan Alvarez and V1 are saying cut the tag team bullshit and have him run rub shot on AEW solo, it's not working.
Look, I agree with you, T-Dub. I trust Tony Khan and whoever else they have back working there to work these angles. I trust them to have something good for Miro come 2021, but I gave this whole thing with Kip a shot, and I'm just not feeling it.
Me neither. It's not working.
We'll see what the future holds. And speaking of the future, it's going to be holding a match between Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker at some point because their feud's starting to hit a tipping point.
Holy shit! Anyone else thinking maybe put that in a cage? Like seriously, the beef is that strong.
I also liked how when Britt Baker was making her entrance, she said she was accompanied by Rebel, not Reba. That was her full name. I like how AEW sometimes likes to have fun with their lower thirds. It's a nice little thing. Of course, we have to talk about this. Next thing on my notes. It's Sting!
Oh, Tony Schiavone with the call of the week on that one. My God.
Call of the year.
Ooh.
Also, Mikey Ruckus.
Sting!
Also, Mikey Ruckus just showed in WWE's entire music team how to make a custom theme for Sting.
Damn right. Damn Skippy.
That, in the words of John Oliver, that song fucking slaps.
It does.
It's a hell of a song, and he made one hell of an entrance. And hopefully, I honestly don't want to see Sting wrestle. He's up there in age. He's got some hurt body parts, and
Yeah.
I'm honestly afraid that if he gets into any more matches, he's going to die.
I think the most that the thing I read on this one is I believe what I read is they are intended on Sting getting physical, but without taking any bumps.
You know what I find interesting about that whole debut? When he went into the ring, he went to every person in the ring via their age and generation. Like he started with Arn, the oldest, then moved on to Dustin, then Cody, and ended with Darby.
It'd be nice if Sting gave him a little handing off of the torch gimmick.
You know what? Give Darby Sting's bat.
Or knowing Darby
I don't know
Allin, knowing Darby Allin, he'd probably want the entrance more than anything else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I said to friends on Facebook, winter came and so did everyone else.
Oh good Lord, yeah. Everyone
that
popped
crowd
the
reaction-
bollock on that one.
Yeah, like that crowd reaction was gigantic. You'd swear there was 30,000 people in that venue.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I had to do
And I
like
just
I
love the
always
fact
do
that
with
we
this
actually
show.
got. I just love
Go
how
ahead.
we got one. Sorry, right?
T-Dub Shin was talking.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
And damn, what was I fin? And just like I always do when this situation comes up, I looked up reactions from people who watched it live and streamed it. and it was glorious. Reminded me when AJ
Renee
debuted
Paquette
in
had-
the Royal.
I'd say Renee Paquette had one hell of a reaction.
Oh, she did. She did.
It's fucking Sting!
Hi, Renee Young. How does it feel not being obligated to have a filter anymore?
Who's Renee Young? That's Renee Paquette.
Renee Paquette,
Renee-
yeah, but the former
Yeah,
Renee
Renee
Young for
Paquette.
those playing at home. But yeah,
Or
Renee
if you want to be
Paquette.
technical about it, Renee Good.
There you go. Or Renee
She's a good-
Paquette, good, but you know.
Yeah, she's a good woman.
Ah!
We get it.
Of course, as we
Shut up,
discussed earlier, Kenny Omega defeated Jon Moxley and is heading to Impact Wrestling for one night only. And just talking about the match itself, it was one hell of a contest. I was a little disappointed in having overrun because I was hoping this would go like a good 40, 45 minutes, maybe nearing an hour, like they were teasing.
Uh-oh.
What?
You cut off for a second.
Oh, like I said, I was hoping this match would have the overrun and go like 45 minutes, almost an hour, like they were teasing.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it did only go about 28 minutes. It was still one hell of a match, but I wanted it to go longer. Because they were teasing like this match could go a full hour. And they were doing it all day.
And a lot of people didn't like the chair spot. I personally love the chair spot.
Yeah, that was one of those, like, you would think, oh, they're going to throw garbage. No, this was literally, hey, sit down there, hit me.
Although I had to wonder, why did Jon Moxley hit his finisher and then not go for a pin?
Yeah, I'm blanking on that too.
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't hit the paradigm shift. He hit the Death Rider.
I don't know. Maybe he thought, oh, that's not going to be enough. This is Kenny Omega.
They
Maybe.
could
I don't know.
They could have communicated that part a bit better, though. Because even the commentators were confused by that.
Yeah.
I love the spot. I hate the logic behind it.
Yeah.
That if he did this after hitting some other move, that would be better. But not after hitting your finisher.
I would go for a pin and have him kick out, and then go, all right, time for a go slap fest.
And somewhere in Japan,
Nevertheless,
he was smart.
All right. What's next, T-Dub?
I was going to say, nevertheless, I felt like Don Callis' interference was really well done. I didn't even see the handoff with the microphone.
Me neither. It was well covered.
Yes, it was.
That's why Don Callis
Well, you
is
know-
a multi-decade professional.
You can always trust the Jackal to do some shady shit.
Oh, yeah.
I was honestly worried that they might call this match a draw after the DDT on the outside. I was like, don't you fucking dare, don't you fucking dare, motherfucker.
Yep, but and I'm also glad the fact that the match didn't finish with him just hitting him over the head with the microphone, and instead he just V-triggered the shit out of him.
And then One-Winged Angel.
Yeah, lead up to it. So he just took advantage of a weak spot, pounded the crap out of him, and then hit him with the move. I love that ending sequence, especially for heel Kenny.
And he didn't even really get time to celebrate as Don Callis immediately dragged him out of the arena into looked like a van on the outside, ready to go.
And then Marvez talked to him. I'll see you on Tuesday. But Tuesday, Impact, but Dynamite's on Wednesday. Impact on Tuesday, pal. I don't know why I turned Don Callis into Vince McMahon, but it's same diff.
Quite frankly, you can see us on Tuesday, pal.
In the interest of fairness. But yeah, that's a thing that happened.
So
Moving on to other news. David Boy Smith Jr. is now a free agent in the world of professional wrestling as MLW
T-Dub,
contract.
you did cut off Shin again.
Oh, sorry about that.
damn it, T-Dub. Do I need to bring out the picture again?
I legitimately did not even hear you that time.
Very good. But as I was saying, I legitimately cannot remember a time when this sort of thing happened, when the champion of one promotion appeared on the show of another promotion. I can't remember. So
Not since the Ring of Honor New Japan crossover, really.
And this would be like one of those, but but this was an international crossover. I'm thinking back to, oh, good Lord.
wait, was Mike Awesome? ECW
I'm thinking the
champion when
same
he jumped
thing.
in?
Mike Awesome as ECW champion in 2000. Yeah. Or was it
Also, didn't
99?
Also, didn't Taz take the belt off him when he was with
Yeah, so it was Mike
WWE at the
Awesome,
time?
but it was acknowledged as the ECW heavyweight champion, but the belt itself didn't show up. Taz took the belt off Mike Awesome at an ECW show, and then Taz brought it to WWE SmackDown and faced Triple H in a champion versus champion type match.
Which, of course, I had to win in decisive fashion.
Gotta bury the guy. Yeah.
Oh wait, I just remembered now an interview with Triple H from the other day when he was asked about this similar situation. He said, "Our doors are always open if it's the right business move." To which I say, "Bullshit!"
No. Oh, T-Dub, 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 T-Dub. Why use your voice when we got the perfect button for that? Don't fucking fuck with me again, goddammit. Good boy. Let me do that again. Wait, this is WWE. There you go.
Do I need to bring up Super Gaming Brothers for this one?
Go ahead.
Play it again, Matty.
Oh, what was this?
Young boys, Triple H.
I miss those guys so much.
Yeah, but so if you're expecting the WWE to with any other promotion, you might as well hold your breath and die. That's,
Oh, they'll work with them. Just
that's not gonna.
become glorified developmental.
You know, it's not a bad idea. And Impact's got some big stars in there of their own, to be fair. So
They got the talent.
That they do, especially right now. They seem to be pushing Chris Bay, from what I hear, as the next challenger for Rich Swann.
yeah.
By the way, Chris Bay is participating in the Super J Cup this month.
Yep, and that's,
Busy.
that opens the door for potentially AEW, New Japan working together.
I was saying that on Twitter the other day. I know both of you saw this. This is one of those. Is it New Japan? No, but this is a proof of concept. If this works out as well, if it turns out to be a crossover as we hope it becomes, this opens the door. This lays down the groundwork and opens the forbidden door.
Yeah, we could see some New Japan people on AEW. Possibly, maybe.
Or at least maybe some New Japan US people.
You know, they got a U.S. belt on Moxley. He could defend it on AEW Dark if under the right circumstances.
By the way, Tony Khan did an interview earlier this week saying that Jon Moxley is not going to Wrestle Kingdom. Which I'm like, well, fuck, he isn't. You better go over and defend his belt against Kenta, you bastard.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, he's not going to Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna use this button again, boys.
You fuck young boys, Tony Khan.
I just love how you say that without any context.
Oh God.
LA Noir watch that playthrough.
I'm gonna have fun using this button on the show now.
Oh yeah, speaking of WWE, they're using signed 2/3 of the Rascals, Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz.
So Dollar General Ricochet.
I believe that might actually be Trey Miguel.
Yeah.
It is. I haven't seen the Rascals in a while.
Yeah. It's kind of weird how Trey Miguel is the only one not signed. I wonder where he's going. It's just weird to split the trio up at right this point because they just seem to work really well together.
Is it possible that he's a WWE signee?
Not like they announced who they signed recently as part of their next Performance Center class, and the only members of the Rascals among them were Desmond and Wentz.
Yeah, I saw the picture. He's not there.
It's an interesting development, that's for sure.
All I have to say is best of luck to the Rascals. They're going to need it.
Yeah.
Pray for them.
And
Yeah,
in the
I would
foul
say,
news-
hey, they're in the safe harbor of NXT, but even that's not safe harbor anymore, or not
Pray
as
to
safe
God.
as it previously was.
Pray to Korean Jesus.
Anyway, what's next, T-Dub?
No problem. Bit of news tonight. WWE is trying to get fans in their building for the Royal Rumble in some way, shape, or form. They're trying.
Look, it's Tropicana Field, which is technically an outdoor venue. You could do this. You could do what AEW does. You don't have to sell out the whole building, but just enough where it could actually have some noise. But I doubt they'll even get away with trying to actually sell out the building. It'd be stupid. To be fair.
Best of luck to them. We're going to need it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's wait and see how things are looking by that time. Hopefully better.
Personally,
but-
I'd wait to see what the Thunderdome looks like in Tropicana Field before I do anything else.
That's very true, because if it looks anything like the current one is, that would look kind of awkward with fans in there as well.
Yeah. Then again, they do that kind of hybrid with the Capitol Wrestling Center at the Performance Center, and it's awkward, but it's fine. At least there's actual noise, but at the same time, it's like, nah.
It almost feels like you have to go one way or the other. Combining the two just looks a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's all the news I have for this week, and I can't wait to see what War Games looks like in the COVID Coliseum.
Oh my God.
I
They
got
say
some
they
news.
I've read that they've renovated the thing so they fit both rings and the cage in there, and I'm like, okay, cool, but go ahead, Shin.
Yeah, I've just heard from several of my sources that that Major League Wrestling has signed Cody Hall.
Oh yeah, so here's the story on that. Apparently not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Earlier today, someone, I think it was Post Wrestling that originally broke the story. Cody Hall signs with MLW, or was under contract. A few hours later, turns out no, they split up.
No.
Cody Hall, from what I hear, does not have the best reputation in the world.
Not right now, no.
Not for the past few years, I haven't seen too many behind. I mean, this guy was given the world when he was pretty much put in young boy stats with Bullet Club, aka especially when it was red hot at the time. And yet,
He was brought in just before they peaked in popularity.
Yep, right. I think it was right around the time AJ was leading the club.
Yeah, so this was right before Kenny Omega and the Elite took over, and the wrestling internet blew up on a weekly basis. And here he is now. They go, oh, he's signed with MLW. Then literally he turns out he was signed, and it's gone.
all right, Cody, we're going to sign you to a new MLW contract, and it's gone.
There you go.
Pretty much. Look, we're as confused as you folks are at this point. We've literally told you what happened. Turns out he was signed. Turns out he's not. We don't know.
Yep. Also, a source, I'm not going to name who it is, but apparently he knows somebody who works in the WWE. But so take this with a grain of salt as you will. But according to this source, Vince McMahon is apparently extremely ill.
I will believe it when I see it.
Yeah, look, I seen him say when he said farewell to The Undertaker. I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm just telling you what he told me. Apparently, according to his source in the WWE, Vince has been extremely ill, very listless and unattentive, and that he's been hiding his illness and how the severity of it via layers upon layers of heavy makeup.
You know, I was wondering why he looked a little more pale than usual.
I will believe that Vince McMahon is when he was on his deathbed, because that man is way too goddamn stubborn. It feels like every year he grows more and more stubborn, and he is never ever going to die ever. He is going to outlive all three of us. You can combine our combined height of our ages together. He is going to outlive that.
Yep, but like I said, I have no confirmation of this. This is just what he heard from his friend, and I'm not exactly sure his friend is very reliable, so grain of salt.
You know, I'm almost tempted to check because he had this farewell to The Undertaker a couple of weeks ago. People have been making me. I'm gonna take a look. Give me a second.
Speaking of which, is it a coincidence that Sting signs with AEW just as soon as The Undertaker announces his retirement?
It's a coincidence, but turns out they had plans for Sting to make his debut for a while. I think it's more coincidence than anything else. No, it has made for excellent memeage, of course.
It's almost like, oh, you're not going to give me the match after all, really? Okay, Tony Khan, what's that about bringing me in?
So what is it? So what exactly are you what exactly are you offering me? Well, we got a badass theme song that's way better than the one that the WWE. I'm sold.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the best thing. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So I'm looking at someone put up. It's a video called Vince McMahon says WWF for the first time in 18 years. Let me see if I could share it to the class here in the call here. But I'm looking at him and I'm like, Herm. And for those who want to see what it is, it's literally his last appearance at Survivor Series a couple of weeks ago. You can see even in the thumbnail, he does look off.
Okay, I can see it now. This is my first time actually seeing it up close. But yeah, makeup does look a little bit heavy.
It does. Just from the thumbnail.
Well, I can see maybe it's the lighting or the angle that he's at, but his cheek looks a bit pale or discolored. Maybe that's just
his eyes. His eyes do look off as hell.
It's possible. I mean,
hey, well, I'm with you. I'm with both of you on this one. I'll believe it when I see it, but I'm judging. And for those wondering, just look at that. JC Vince McMahon was on SmackDown tonight in a crowd of people having a moment of silence with Pat Patterson, which had to have had taped something since Pat died. So yeah, well, you know what? We'll bring it up. JC, what did you think? You know, what do you think he looked? What do you think it looked like?
Did Vince look normal, or did he look sicker than usual? Did he look any paler?
So Pat died on the 2nd. So if he recorded, it would have to have been between Wednesday and tonight. So it would be really, really recent.
No, actually, this was Which had to have been taped. No, actually, SmackDown's live, so that would have been tonight, more than likely.
And let's see. He said, "Look normal so far as I could see, but I don't think they ever showed him close up."
That makes sense, actually.
If he was looking pretty ill, they wouldn't show him close up.
I suppose we'll have to wait and see on this one.
We'll
I'm
see.
just reminded of something. Sorry, good.
We'll see.
Yep, and I'm just reminded that Sting's merchandise on PW Pro Wrestling Tees is apparently sold out in record numbers.
So that's a thing.
So I guess Sting's good for merchandising.
Hey, you know what? Who could have saw it come? No one saw it coming. Yeah, everyone except the T-shirt company. He was wearing his own damn merch on his debut. They knew he was about to show up.
They pulled a Mandarin on us.
A Mandarin?
Yep, because we never saw it coming.
Nice. Nice.
By the way, I have no doubt that he is now going to be the pre-order bonus for the AEW video game.
They better have all the skins for Sting.
Surfer Sting, Crow Sting, Joker Sting.
Evil fucker Sting.
Heath Miller's version of Stang.
Let's ask, will they have Stang?
That's what I was going to say. That's what I said. Will they have Stang?
Wolfpack Stang.
NWO Stang. Oh, that's a different guy.
Yeah, get him in there as well. Get the bogus Sting in there.
And of course the cherry on top of the pie, Heath Slater Sting.
Yeah, that's what they call. That's what Talking Shop call that version of Sting. Stang. Stang.
STANG. That way it's legally distinct.
Yes.
Mojo would say the best kind of distinct.
Yes, yes. Very much so.
Anyways, anyone else got anything news? Any other news? Anybody?
Well, I watched Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, I saw that on YouTube.
Tie game?
Tyson still looks like an absolute...
Oh my God. I was watching think, okay, it's a Mike Tyson fight in 2020. They get Michael Buffer, cool. He may not be as good as he was, 20, 30 years ago or 40 years ago, but you would not pay me enough to be in there with Mike Tyson for 2 minutes, let alone 8 rounds worth of 2-minute rounds.
And you know the story, and the story they said at the beginning about the guy who was holding the punching pads for Tyson.
Oh yeah, he had to have surgery to get shoulder surgery, right?
Tyson was hitting him too hard. Keep in mind, Mike Tyson is 56.
I do not mind saying it. I would pay money to see another fight.
I love Roy Jones Jr. You guys know this, but they had another fight, and if Tyson wasn't holding back, he killed poor Roy, kill him dead.
Yep. Jay Coggins, WB won a COVID award. Do you want me to get the doubt button again? Not the fact that they won a COVID awareness award, which, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. COVID awareness award.
I think you may need to rapid press that thing because, yeah, it did happen. It happened.
That's a thing. WWE with
COVID
COVID awareness. Vince wouldn't even bring it up in the first few weeks of the damn pandemic. For fuck's sake. JC, well, they definitely made us aware of COVID. Yeah, they were aware of COVID. Oh, see, there was a break. There was the eclosion one. There was a there's the thing there, and a thing there, and then a thing there, and then the whole dead. Pretty much everybody in the goddamn room probably got it by this point.
Dad, we have to slow this down. Everyone's getting COVID. I don't have COVID. I'm immune to COVID. I'm a genetic jackhammer. God damn it.
Jackhammer genetic. That's supposed to be a penis joke.
Well, my penis will protect me from the COVID.
Vince, that's a picture of Gary Stridham.
Exactly. It will protect me from the COVID. And now, with everyone out of the way, I can go on to have my masterpiece of a storyline, where I have an affair with my daughter.
No joke, that was an idea that was thrown around with the actual factual wedding of Triple H and Stephanie. Not the one that played out, but the actual one.
Yeah, well, actually, this is actually when Stephanie got pregnant. Vince wanted to put a storyline where he was the father. And when she said no, his reaction was, well, what about Shane?
Dad,
No.
Shane practically raised me. It makes it all the hotter. It's the attitude era studying, honey.
Why is Vince just, like, how many incest storylines has there been in WWE in the past, 30 years? How many?
A lot. More than...
Just, if this was run by any sort of normal people, they would have ousted him years ago for, too many incest storylines. Like, what the fuck is wrong with your brain?
Nothing is wrong with my brain. But if anything were wrong with my brain, it would be the perfect fix of having sex with my daughter.
There was almost one for Sheamus guts? Oh my god, how many people almost got put in this bullshit? How many?
Yo! I knew I'm surrounded by shitty Vince McMahon incest storylines. Schling! I'm not saying the bit. No, it's too much.
Wait a minute, Triple H. What's that book you have there? It is written by the Young Bucks.
Oh, no.
They're looking at each other's junk. Yes.
God
Sign
damn it.
the incest storyline. It'll make millions.
At this point, Triple H goes back to his performance center and just cries.
He doesn't even have complete control of NXT anymore, folks. That's how bad it got.
All right, so
yeah, I'm gonna hit the button and move on. If you want to, we're not gonna do a Q&A tonight because of the fuck ups, but we do apologize. Email the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. If you want to send some questions our way, go right the fuck ahead. And by the way, Guts says it's not Sheamus, Ken Shamrock. Was what he mentioned. We're gonna come back. We're gonna preview War Games. That's gonna be a thing. We'll be right back.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Southpaw! Regional Wrestling. Hey, watch out now because we got t-shirts coming for you. Everybody in the small towns we're coming to, watch out. softball, regional wrestling t-shirts, $10. I ain't all what y'all call karate, and you know what I'm saying right now? If you want to learn it, buy a shirt, and the king will teach you. You know what I'm saying?
Dial Klondike 53226 for your Southpaw Regional Wrestling t-shirt. Warning, may cause ringworm.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
You forgot whose house this is! Shut up, it's over now! We run this!
8 fighters. 2 teams of 4. I think, gentlemen, you know how this goes. War Games!
There it is. The 2 most famous words out of William Regal's mouth. War Games. We're back on Wrestle-Cast, RBT Entertainment Production. Automatic, Spotify, YouTube. Podcasts and places. We're live on Twitch. Matty T-Dub and Shintigercurl.
Matty, you made a boo-boo.
Why? What happened?
The most famous words out of William Regal's mouths are not war games. They are humanga.
Wait. I thought it was... I was obviously meaning the joke, but I thought it was besmirched.
Ah.
It's a good word,
that
besmirched.
Too.
Anyway... before we get to the thing, I thought we said we weren't going to do a Q&A, but what the fuck, JC brought it up. Oh, sorry, Shin, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, you did mean to cut me off, so War Games!
All right, I got the beat up Pat McAfee. All right, awesome. Get me a kendo stick. JC, we weren't doing the thing, but he's going to bring it up anyway. Pat Patterson tribute questions. Favorite lineup in a Royal Rumble, favorite Intercontinental Champion, and favorite Pat Patterson moment. Favorite Pat Patterson moments was his and Jerry Briscoe's tag match against the Mean Street Posse, where they came out the Real American. Hey, it's Attitude Era, and it got me to chuckle, so there's that. Favorite Intercontinental Champion? Oh, you guys want to answer that one?
There's quite a few. I mean, there's Cody Rhodes for bringing back the classic look.
Yep.
We have Drew McIntyre's initial run, where it felt like that was going to be the kickstart to him being in the main event scene. But of course, that took slightly longer than expected, shall we say?
Yeah, a bit of a false start there.
And of course, when I think of IC title holders, you can't do that without thinking about 2 other people: Chris Jericho and The Miz.
I have Triple H, The Rock, Chris Jericho, of course, Cody Rhodes. Jen, you got a few on your own?
Cody Rhodes for bringing back the classic title. Miz because, well, that's basically his title.
Pretty much.
See, damn, who else was a good IC champion? But there are a lot more. But of course,
Edge.
I gotta
Edge.
go.
Edge is a good one, yeah.
Edge too. But I gotta go
Absolutely.
old school, really old school with my first Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Perfect.
Oh, there's a good one. And favorite Royal Rumble lineup, either 92 or 2001, got brought up as absolute bangers.
2000 for me.
That's a good one too.
The one with Ric Flair.
92.
I was 93, but yeah, 92.
Yep, that was the year that Ric Flair won it.
Yeah.
And one of the most famous promos of all time. With a tear in my eye.
This is the greatest moment in my life. All right. That being said, War Games, NXT Takeover War Games to be specific, at the Capitol Wrestling Center and the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Here is the card as it stands. Timothy Thatcher versus Tommaso Ciampa.
Give the win to Tommy Chompers.
Makes sense.
It's a hard choice right now, but I'm going to go with the obvious answer of Dexter Lumas.
He's not in this opening match.
Yeah, he's in the next one.
If you think.
Oh, Cameron Grimes is shitting his pants. We're not even at his match yet. Good job. I'm thinking Timothy Thatcher. I think Ciampa's at the point where I'm like, fuck it. If I'm not moving anywhere, I'll make some more stars out of this deal. Dexter. Speaking of Dexter Lumis versus Cameron Grimes in a strap match.
Cameron Grimes.
Dexter Lewis tans his hide and then takes pictures.
Don't you mean like he draws pictures?
He draws pictures to take pictures of them. Don't
Okay.
question his methods.
I'm going to go with Cameron Grimes.
Okay.
Who do you got, Matty?
Dexter Lumis because it's Cameron Grimes scared shitless.
And he's going to scare himself to the victory.
Fair enough. Leon Ruff defends the North American Championship against Johnny Gargano and Damian Priest. Triple threat rules, of course.
Probably Johnny Gargano.
The winner is very obvious. Dexter Lewis with a surprise run-in.
Dexter
Fuck.
Lewis.
All
right, Shane. We're gonna have to make some rules here. Joke. We got to do this Hollywood Squares style. Joke pick prediction and actual prediction.
I would try to give an actual prediction, but I don't care about
Fair
it.
enough. Fair enough. Doesn't give a shit. All right. At least he's honest. War Games. We'll start with the ladies. There's no set main event yet, so we'll just go with the ladies first. Team Shotzi with Shotzi Blackheart, Ember Moon, Rhea Ripley, and Io Shirai taking on Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, and Toni Storm. And for those wondering, Team Candice has the man advantage or the woman advantage.
I am going to go with Team Candice. And someone's going to win by pinning Io Shirai.
Fair enough. All right, Shen.
Trying to decide. So many good choices. So I'm going to go with Team Dexter Lumis.
This is gonna make the year-end show very interesting now.
Dexter Lumis can now win Tag Team of the Year, Shin.
For the record, Lumis cannot be in NXT and AEW at the same time. Just so you know.
Not if he draws a picture of himself, he can.
And then he made it. You know what? Fuck it. And the last one, of course, it's Team Undisputed Lumis. Adam Lumis, Kyle Lumis, Lumis Strong, and Dexter Fish taking on Team Lumis, Pat McAfoot Lumis, the Bruiser Lumis, Pete Dunne, Dexter Birch, and Oni Lumis. Let me try that again. Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, baby, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, versus Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Dana Birch, and Oni Lorcan.
I think Undisputed Era are going to take this.
All right.
Anything, Shin? Anything at all?
He's thinking about it.
He
I mean, the choice.
whether you should
The choice
live or
is,
die.
Considering that I don't like Pat McAfee in any shape or form, I'm going to go with the obvious and best choice. Sean Stasiak, Chuck Palumbo, Dexter Lumas, and above-average Mike Saunders, team natural born killers.
By the way, Ryan Zane, one day you will respect the name of above average Mike Sanders. You will put respect on the name.
No. Yeah, he reviewed Sin, and he was not favorable to our favorite underrated wrestler here. He wasn't.
I told him so. I told him in the comments, and then I told him he was SOL for that.
Things are gonna, oh my God, what if we do get Brian Zane and he won't be on this show? This is a shit show at this point. Jesus. I got nothing. I'm not watching this shit live either, folks. I'm just doing this because, you know, it's what we're supposed to do.
We should get above average Mike Sanders on here. Talk about how great he is.
Oh God. The whole 90?
Yeah, just like, hey, Mike Sanders. Remember the one match you had in Nitro? Yeah, that's great. 5-star stuff. Dave Meltzer doesn't know what he's talking about. He's full of shit. Fuck Dave Meltzer. Oh, full of shit for not giving you the Wrestler of the Year award. What the fuck is wrong with him? And why are you not in the WWE Hall of Fame? What has goddamn Hulk Hogan done that's so great, but you haven't done?
You know, because everybody knows that since I'm not in the Hall of Fame, that the Hall of Fame is SOL.
Be the best show ever. Everyone would watch it. Anyways, that's the show.
Yeah, I thought we were going to squeeze that for more comedy, but we may as well do winners and losers. Gentlemen, we begin with Shin. Go right ahead, bud.
I didn't have a D-cell battery. Oh, hey, Devil, you made it at the tail end of it. But yeah, D-cell battery award goes to whoever gave that dumbass award to the WWE for COVID awareness.
It's all about the money.
I mean, how succulent must a Vince McMahon blowjob be for you to give him that award, even though he's running, as one Taz would say, a sloppy shop.
That's gotta be one of the best blowjobs in existence to have that.
I had lots of training with Gary Schreidem. Where do you think that sound came from? Practice.
Fuck. Okay.
All right.
With apologies to OSW Review for ruining that joke for you. Holy shit. Okay.
Now, as for my losers, I really can't believe I have to give this a loser, because in the entire history of this show, I have never given this particular subject a loser, but I will anyway. NXT.
Whoa.
Hey now.
Because I don't think you guys even realize this yet, but for the last 2 weeks, outside of that rundown we did of War Games, we have not talked about NXT at all.
We have not. And War Games is one of their big shows.
Yeah, this is War Games. And for the first time since it came back, I don't care about it. It's not that the product is bad. It's just that you can see Vince's fingerprints on it. And between that, the dead tag team division, that Leon Ruff getting the North American title as a joke, the absence of a main event scene, and the fact that the top heel in the entire brand is Pat motherfucking McAfee, there is something wrong in the black and gold brand. And like I said, we haven't talked about it in the last 2 weeks. We haven't talked about the show NXT for the last 2 weeks.
You know what?
And
in fairness, we have not discussed NXT in proper since Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor a couple months ago.
yeah, that should tell you something about what's going on with NXT. That's why I said what I said about. That's why I mostly joked around for the rundown of the show. I don't care about War Games, and it breaks my fucking heart that I have to say that.
In any other parlance, Pat McAfee, Team McAfee versus the Undisputed Era would be well built, well thought out, and people would be excited over this.
War Games just got announced this week.
I know, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
2 weeks ago.
That's still too early. They usually go at least a month, maybe month and a half at most, to build up to War Games, but not 2 weeks. This is the Undisputed Era I'm talking about. This is Pete Dunne I'm talking about. Pete motherfucking Dunne.
Brian
NXT
Alvarez brought up a good point on today's Wrestling Observer Live. The pattern with the ratings, the average, 913,000. Oh, they didn't break 1 million, but there's a clear pattern here in the demos and the way the way things worked out, quarter by quarter. NXT started with around 700,000, 750,000 viewers, and yet it steadily went down and down and down, and then went back up, and that average is around 600,000. AEW started at that 900,000, and then went up and down, but it never went below the 900,000. Or if it did, it was very brief, or it was incidental. It never went. There wasn't a big crash. It was steady.
It wasn't a crash. It was a creep. It's been going. It's a steady drip downward. And this might be the apex of it, because I'm sure War Games is going to be great. I'm not counting the in-ring action. The booking has been just so lackluster that I don't care about it. And I hate having to say that, but NXT is my one and only loser this week. Breaks my heart.
It's sad. D-Dub.
Before I go on, I'd like to bring up the fact that JC mentioned that apparently we talked about on the podcast when Shotzi Blackheart announced War Games earlier than that.
Okay, it was brought up. It was very brief, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we brought up I brought up the ad, and I was like, okay, Shotzi brings up War Games a few weeks ago, and it was an ad announced using Black Sabbath's War Pigs, which I dug. But it was never, we never got deeper than that.
That should tell you about the general interest level of NXT right now. This was started off as a symptom. Now it's a full-blown disease, and
we were afraid of this. That's the crazy part. We were afraid of this. We knew, okay, AEW, there's going to be a lot of people who are lapsed WWE fans, who were hungry for NXT, and now it's on TV and it's under Vince McMahon control because Vince wants his fucking ratings to kill AEW. Turns out, nope. In the long term, AEW kept it going.
Yeah, because they were doing their own thing. They took some shots at the WWE, but for the most part, they book and put on shows based on what their long-term storytelling is. NXT is totally reactionary booking, which does not work for NXT. It does not work.
Essentially, what AEW does is long-term booking, the same thing that worked with NXT.
NXT really was at its absolute best when, they're able just to do those pockets of shows within 2 weekends and they were able to plan everything out ahead of time. And by the time they got to the pay-per-view, you already knew everything that you needed to know.
Hell, next week they laid out there pretty much the entirety of what's going to happen next week on AEW. They advertised that shit.
Yeah, I'm more hyped for MJF versus Orange Cassidy fighting over a stupid diamond ring than I am for the entire card of a War Games NXT Takeover event.
That should tell you something. Yeah.
Let's get to my loser this week is anyone who unfortunately gets their podcast reviewed by MJF. He's brutal, man.
He's going to listen to this, and he is going to rip us a new one.
He's not going to listen to this. He doesn't even know we exist. Once again, MJF, I dare you to listen to us. Because if you do, I will fight you.
His words, not mine.
Your Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney theme music. I know where you got it from, MJF.
That's right. Me and Shin, we'll fight you and Wardlow in a tag team match.
For the record, ladies and gentlemen, they're the ones who said that, not me. I am staying out. I'll ref it if it needs to be ref, but I'm staying the fuck out of this one.
Matty, you're going to be our manager.
God damn it. Did you know I stutter? I'm not going to be able to cut a good promo.
You don't need to cut a promo. You just need to stand there and look menacing.
Have you met me?
Trust me, you can look menacing. Just give us a nice, good, evil glare, stare right at MJF, and you'll run straight for the hills, and we won't even have to worry about this.
Wait, you serious? You're serious? You really think I'm that menacing?
Oh, JC says, me, Shin, Matty and Easy against the Inner Circle, Blood and Guts match. Yes, let's do it.
No.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I have an easy way. I to defeat MJF if I have to wrestle him. All I have to do is get him in the lockup, then go behind the back, and then whisper in his ear, "Friend skin fuck."
How would that defeat MJF?
If he would either mark out and ask for my autograph, or he will run away in abject disgust. Either way, we'll lose.
That's 2 weeks in a row for those wondering. Anyway, my loser is WWE for just the everything at this point. Jesus. Winners, boys, let's do that.
Can we get a broom up in here? Can we get a broom? Can we get a broom?
Oh, yeah, that's a sweep. Oh, absolutely.
Sweep this up. Yeah, sweep this up.
Yep.
Yeah, easily. AEW. They broke the internet twice in one night, with Sting making his debut, and Kenny Omega taking the belt with Don Callis and going to be in Impact, opening the doors to a lot of shit. Just AEW in general, just knocking it out the park this week, completely knocking it out the park.
Teed up.
I'm gonna get my winner to
That's
3,
That's why I wrote
2, 1. This is really hard.
T-Dub, this is why I write these down. See, I write these down now.
I really get on.
That's what Zelda said to Sonic.
Let's see what happened this week. I'm trying to think what happened this week in pro wrestling. I can't remember.
T-Dub, don't kill the time. We've killed enough time.
Right. Of course.
Dave!
AEW.
Thank you. He said AEW and all that stuff. Anyway. For me, All Elite Wrestling and Impact Wrestling, because they blew up the internet. Kenny Omega, new world champ. Sting! My God, what a mark-out moment. What a universal glee moment right there.
Only WWE, we know that when AEW brings in a legend, they're not going to have them beat up half the roster and then win a title.
Because they got too big of an ego.
All right, so according to Dirt Sheet Radio, Wrestling Observer newsletter, AEW has decided not to go after Tessa Blanchard. The feeling was that nobody will deny her talent, and from that standpoint, they know she'd be very valuable, especially with the nature of the women's division. The decision that was made not to pursue her. Anyway, Tessa recently won the Impact Wrestling Championship, then refused to return to the company to drop the title or even cut a promo explaining her absence. So don't expect Tessa Blanchard to be a part of it.
Yeah, I wonder why nobody would want to work with her after she did that.
I'm completely in the dark as you, TWK.
I mean, you got company's world title, you hold a ransom, you won't even cut a promo for them. That'd take like 10 minutes, and I can't imagine why no one would want to sign her.
I can't put my finger on it. Anyway, Shin's got a book and a YouTube channel. I think we ought to plug that before we go.
Yes, indeedy. New World. Got some more reviews. Boosted up the score. So make sure you buy a copy. It's on physical copy as well as digital release for your Kindle. Also, of course, my YouTube channel, Maxicorn, where I do a lot of Warmer Horde lore videos detailing the lore behind one of my favorite tabletop RPGs, War Machine and Hordes. I also do some fan fiction reading. So check me out. Make sure to drop something in my PayPal, or if you're feeling extra generous, hit up my Patreon. They're all in the links in the description of all my videos.
T-Dub, new video coming up soon?
New video coming up within the next few days. Be sure to get ready for that. And of course, as you can see on screen, Patreon page right there. All you gotta do is go to patreon.com/TWK Reviews if you are feeling, generous enough. But of course, if you want to check out my videos, youtube.com/C/TWK Reviews, youtube.com/C/TWK Reviews. Also have a Let's Play up every Saturday. Currently playing through Until Dawn. What's next? Who knows? Only my brain.
And maybe a pizza or two. You never know. He's already plugged his Patreon, patreon.com/TWK Reviews. Of course, I have my tip jar at PayPal.com/MannyJ316. You can follow us on Twitter, MannyJ316, TWK Official, and at Shintigercurl. And of course, questions and all that good stuff, the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. We welcome, we will try to answer them as soon as we can. That being said, we thank you very much for tuning in and saying hi to us. We appreciate it. We really do. On behalf of Shintigercurl and TWK.
Until next time, this is TWK of TWK Reviews. Tell me to work your gimmick.
My name's Matty J. We're reminding you to help professional wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll talk to you next week, folks. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Promotional consideration.
Are you going to play the damn thing? Thank you. Fucking win out. Bye.
Hikaru Shida, last week on AEW Dynamite, you were confronted by one of the top contenders to your AEW Women's Championship in Abaddon, yet you seemed reluctant to engage. Why?
I'm not afraid. Abaddon wants to challenge? Fine, cool. I mean, she's just a girl doing zombie cosplay. I do cosplay sometime, so it's normal. I'm sorry. Can we do this again?
Oh, it's live, pal.
Oh, okay. I gotta go.